Hi there guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's a huge video. We're in attendance of Celtic versus Rangers here at Hampden Park for the Viaplay Cup final. An absolutely massive occasion for both clubs and a massive occasion for me and this channel, in fact. Yeah, it's magnificent to be here today, of course. It's a massive opportunity, and hopefully, we see a lot of action, a lot of goals, and a generally good game. And of course, both sides have been absolutely flying since coming back from the World Cup break. Michael Beale's unbeaten in his 14 games as manager of Rangers, and the only time he dropped points was against his Glasgow counterpart, Celtic, and that 2-2 draw back in January 2nd at Ibrox. And Celtic as well have been flying, and they've been unbeaten since domestically and the league since that 2-0 defeat to St Mirren back in September, which was their first defeat in about a year in the Scottish Premiership. So both teams have been on flying recently. Some key players for Celtic like Kyogo getting 22 goals this season, which is insane, and Alfredo Morelos getting 10 goal contributions in 11 games under Michael Beale. So yeah, it's been it'll be a massive game for both teams today. It's the first opportunity for Celtic there's the fireworks. It's the first opportunity for Celtic to try and complete that treble that they'll be after, and Michael Beale to lift his first silverware as Rangers manager. So it's a massive game for both teams today, and we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully we get a really good game here. I'm saying it's going to extra time. I'm not going to give my score predictions, but yeah, there's both tifos, as you can probably see over there, and then the Premier Sports crew are just down there as well. The Viaplay now, sorry. So yeah, hopefully we get a good game, and I'll speak to you. So what are your thoughts on the game today?
Well, Reece, I'm really looking forward to the game. I think it was said the last game at Ibrox just after New Year. I think we're in for a great game. Really difficult one to call, pal. Speak to the lads over there before the game, and it's a bit of toss of a coin, really. Celtic probably just a bit favourites, but as we all know, all for a game, anything can happen. Hope for a good game though.
Yep. Rangers, of course, under Michael Beale have been flying, unbeaten, and the only time they dropped points is against Celtic. And Celtic, of course, unbeaten since that 2-0 loss to St Mirren. So it's a massive occasion for both teams. What's your score prediction, do you think?
Do you know something? I think it could go to extra time. I genuinely do think you go to extra time, pal. As I said, it's nothing between the sides. And you're right with those statistics. That tells you that both sides are in great form. So prediction's really hard. I'm certainly going to let my heart rule this one. And I fancy Rangers to win, maybe just in extra time.
Okay, thank you. So what do you think of the game today, and who do you think is going to win?
I'm really excited for today, just because as you can see in here just now, there's such a great atmosphere around the place, and it's 50-50 fans as well, which we obviously don't get in the league games between these two. But score-wise, it's so hard to say with the old firm teams, isn't it, or the two Glasgow teams. I think Rangers might just edge it, just because I think they'll have extra motivation. Celtic are going to win the league, in my opinion. And I think for Rangers, Michael Beale and the club need at least one other trophy, don't they? Maybe two. They're both in both cups still.
So what are your thoughts on Michael Beale's performance as manager coming in? Because thinking Alfredo Morelos, since he's came in, has got 10 goal contributions in 11 games, so that's massive.
Yeah. He's really turned around players like Morelos and Kent, hasn't he, from Van Bronckhorst era. Look, Van Bronckhorst did well to get Rangers to the European final. I just think that Michael Beale's got a bit of steel about him. He's obviously unbeaten, and he's won every game, I think, except from the one which was against Celtic. So he's obviously had a great run so far. He's brought a couple of new names in, so time will tell to see how successful he really is, but it's going well for him so far.
tifos are starting to be unveiled. Still 0-0 at Hampden. In my opinion, Celtic have been the better side so far. They've created the better chances here and there. And yeah, of course, Ange Postecoglou said last season he was happy with that double, but he was really disappointed with the last time these two sides faced at Hampden. So he'll definitely be after this, beating Rangers today at Hampden to get that trophy. Found their opener through Kyogo. It was a fantastic strike, an open goal that gave Celtic the lead half time. Celtic 1, Rangers 0. Celtic have been dominant and had the better chances, in my opinion, for the majority of that first half. Celtic fans, of course, will be ecstatic with that opener. That's now 23 goals from Kyogo for a hat-trick. Absolutely massive for Celtic. Half time, Celtic 1. Rangers 0. So like I said, half time now, 1-0 Celtic. Like I said earlier, Celtic had much better chances. I think Callum McGregor and Rio Tati and Jota are the three players that for me have stood out. Of course, Cameron Kurtovic is always one who shows his presence in defence, but not just defence, in every part of the pitch that he's present in. It's been a good first half from Celtic, but Rangers haven't been poor by any stretch of the imagination. Some lack passes you could say here and there, but Malik Tillman has been getting in those places, and Ryan Kent has been managing to get the ball into the places that really matter. So it's been a very entertaining first half. I thought there were going to be more goals in it than there actually were, but a fantastic first half in my opinion. A lot more to come in the second. For me, hopefully second Celtic. I'm joking. No, hopefully a good second half that's lots of action, lots of goals, and fingers crossed extra time. You know, more football, more better. Thank you. Would you know it's 2-0 Celtic, Kyogo with now his third goal against Celtic at Rangers, and he's on a hat-trick now. But they've been absolutely superb since the second half started. They took their chances well, and a thoroughly deserved goal in my opinion. So yeah, good performance from Celtic so far. I think they've been by far the better side, especially in this second half. You can hear behind me, the fans are ecstatic at that. So as it stands, 60 minutes in, Celtic 2, Rangers 0. It's now a free kick. Rangers in a position of promise for them. It'll be James Tavernier to take, and if you see here, both sides are going to make substitutions. It'll be Cantwell, Raskin and Jack to come on, and Matt O'Reilly and Leo Labada after this, next time the ball goes out, or stop play I assume. Like that, Rangers have made it 2-1. They've got one back here for Alfredo Morelos, the number 20. It's now got 11 goal contributions in 12 games. That's 7 goals and 4 assists. Sorry. And as you see, substitutions being made here now for Celtic. Jota coming off, Leo Labada coming on, and Aaron Moy coming off for Matt O'Reilly. Can Rangers maybe get something back here? We'll have to wait and see. The momentum still with Celtic, but Rangers might be trying to bag one back. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe Celtic can get a chance right from the off here. Greg Taylor's in. He finds Dyson Maida. It'll go off. Looks like it's a goal kick. Maybe a chance for Rangers. It's sent over to Alfredo Morelos. Looks like they might go for a shot here. competition and the first step towards a treble. Although Antwerp will be taking one trophy at a time, along with one game at a time. Congratulations, Celtic. Hopefully, unfortunate for Rangers. They did come back into it at some point, but Celtic looked comfortable a majority of it. Thank you. That was. Going into this game, were you thinking about the last time you played for Rangers? Obviously, you lost that one, and then that sort of, ruined the dream of an amazing debut season for your manager, Ange Postecoglou.
No, we don't really look at that. Of course, we analyse every game, but I wouldn't say that was the driving motivation today. It was about putting on a performance and getting a trophy home for our fans.
Yeah, and of course, another great performance from your teammate Kyogo. Should, at some point, do you maybe think this cup should be renamed the Kyogo Furuhashi Final Cup?
I don't know how happy the sponsors would be with that, but he's an unbelievable player, so fair play to him.
Good game today, Greg.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
With treble being mentioned almost every season, doesn't that show how high the standards of the club, are? And of course, because that can be unthinkable to some other clubs in Scotland.
I think again for us, we just want to take each game at a time, each trophy as it comes, and then when you get to finals or you get the chance to win things, then you do your utmost to win them, and you see where that takes you at the end of the season. You see a consequence of all your hard work and dedication that you put in throughout the year, and then that comes to fruition. So again for us, we just want to stay calm and just continue to win games.
Thank you, that's all.
The goal is, for me, is made.